Architecture and Construction Management students enrolled in an innovative COD class called Sustainable Design Initiatives work with industry professionals in planning and building efficient and sustainable projects. In this continued partnership with DuPage Habitat for Humanity, COD students this semester focused on sustainability and efficiency in building rehabilitation projects, while also learning about the construction process at Habitat's Prairie subdivision in West Chicago.
Well, the class is called Sustainable Design Initiatives, and it's a course that we've run 3 times where we've been partnering with the DuPage Habitat for Humanity. And in this course we try to have the students research sustainable or green building practices to try to help Habitat for Humanity identify sustainable strategies that they can incorporate into the homes that they're building. We divided the class into groups. The students were each researching sustainable topics, and then their job was to try to understand the best practices and sustainable strategies that would work for Habitat for Humanity and work within the way that they work and the way they build buildings, and then present those strategies to Habitat for Humanity. This course started at the beginning when Habitat was just planning the Pioneer Prairie development. And they came to us and asked us if we could help them make the projects that they build more sustainable. And so we were involved on the front end with that project. We ran a course in 2009 that looked at basic sustainable strategies that they could use specifically geared towards the houses at Pioneer Prairie. Coming out of that class, they decided to pursue ENERGY STAR qualified homes as a recommendation that was given by the students for the homes that are at Pioneer Prairie now currently. And then we've also sent students over the course of various summers to participate in build days. So students have had the opportunity to be involved with some of the construction of that project on some of the build days. Well, the idea with this course is we were specifically researching or focusing on sustainable rehab, because that's a topic that we haven't really addressed in previous courses. And DuPage Habitat does do a number of rehab homes throughout DuPage County. As part of that research, we wanted to get students out in the field and participate in some build days. So this class did do one build day out at Pioneer Prairie. Even though those are new construction homes, we wanted the students to get a sense for what Habitat does and connect the research we were doing with a kind of real world environment. And so we went out and swung some hammers and painted and did a whole bunch of various things at Pioneer Prairie.
It's kind of the new way of going green, and it's a huge topic in architecture. It's pretty much the future of architecture. So I feel that it's a topic that all architecture students and architects in the practice should be focusing on. A lot of sustainable design helps save money as well. So for the homeowner that's not making a lot of money, this helps them save money on their home appliances and their utility bills.
I feel it's important to incorporate sustainable design in remodels because a lot of times the homes that DuPage Habitat for Humanity gets are generally older homes. And when they were built, sustainability was not something that people thought about. And when they go through and remodel these homes, they have the opportunity to bring them up to current specs as far as energy efficiency and sustainability. So while they're going through and residing the home or replacing fixtures, they have the opportunity to check for the amount of insulation that is in the home to, increase the thermal comfort of the house and the energy efficiency of the furnaces, replace the siding with a product that is more environmentally conscious. The house wrap again there that's going to improve the performance of the home.
So we had almost a little mini energy audit seminar out at the rehab home, and students were able to participate in completing a blower door test, which is a test that measures air infiltration and energy efficiency in a home. And the students were also able to experiment with some infrared cameras. So we wanted to try to connect some of the things we were doing in the classroom with some of the more real-world scenarios in the field.
My experience at Habitat was very interesting. It got me the experience to actually work with a real client, which is very helpful in school, so you're prepared for the future. I felt it was really good, especially since you're helping people that are in need, and I believe everyone deserves a home.
I think the primary goal of the class is we want students to come away with a strong understanding of sustainable practices and green building practices. So for both architecture and construction management students, we think this is a valuable class in terms of those learning objectives. I think on a bigger level though, the class is really meaningful for students because we're able to connect them with a local nonprofit organization and get them working with a community group in DuPage County. And I think they find that experience very meaningful. We're also able to use DuPage Habitat as kind of a client for this class, so the students are producing work that fulfill a client's needs and presenting work to DuPage Habitat. And I think we're able to simulate some real-world professional experiences that will really benefit students in the future.
I think it was a great class. I think anybody who's an architecture student should take this class. This is information that you are not going to learn in your general architecture. I mean, in general architecture, you're learning about design and structure and materials, but you're not learning about its impact on your environment. And as an architect, you have a responsibility to make the world a better place. And it's not just by appearance, but its impact on the environment and the people who live in these buildings or work in these buildings. It's our responsibility as architects to make things better for everybody.
To learn more about the architecture program and progressive course offerings at College of DuPage, visit us on the web at cod.edu.